Welcome to episode 2 of our free camping our way around Western Australia. Now this is going to be a pretty exciting little episode here, short and sweet. We're just going to do some 24-hour camps on our way from Margaret River up into Perth. Sit back and relax. Look, when you're deciding where to camp, first thing you got to do is make sure it's legal. Because there's nothing worse than starting the day off with a dirty big fine or doing the wrong thing by the environment or by the local area. Now they say every sunrise brings on a new birth. Well, as you can see here, how good is this? As the sun starts to rise over the Indian Ocean, here we are set up along the, well, let's just call it Eagle Bay in Western Australia. It's not a national park, it's all legal, and I promise you all our camps are legal. But here we are, we pulled up into a car park here, leveled up the caravan, and watched a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful sunset last night. And here we are in the morning at 5 a.m. doing the same. These type of camps probably aren't that quite suited for children, but then again you could take them along. But if it's just mum and dad or husband and wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, partners, get yourself along to one of these. Spectacular view. Remember, you got to take your rubbish with you, but you're going to have a bloody good time, let me tell you. It's about 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning here, and check this out, the Indian Ocean. Gotta love a free camp in Australia. But make sure that it's totally legal. And number one is don't be a pig. Don't take up the whole setup if you can get away with it. Ensure you leave space for other vehicles for their daily thing of checking out the views. And why wouldn't you want to pull up here and keep yourself in a safe and reasonable position, as we're doing over here. So come along as I make myself a cup of coffee, sit back and take in this beautiful sunrise. Because remember, there's nothing better than a dirty, gorgeous looking sunrise here in Australia. Sunrises over the Indian Ocean. Come along with it, guys. Well, here we are, Bunbury, Ocean Drive, 48-hour rest stop. How good is this one? Game put on by the council, right opposite the Bunbury Surf Club here, where we're about to head over and have a meal. But you get 48 hours. That's when you sort of book yourself in, and you do that online through the information centre or through the council site. These sites are basically purpose-built right opposite the basketball court. As you can see, they're hard surface. They're just off Ocean Drive, which is just off the foreshore, if you want to call it that. Nice and flat, nice and even. You can unhitch here and get into Bunbury, okay, to which we've done, and there's some great places in there. In fact, what I have noticed, my wife has noticed in Bunbury and around the area, especially around the coast area, there's quite a few vans that are unhitched. So that gives me something to tell you. Great place, Bunbury. Really loving it. So here we are on our second camp, as I said. We'll spend 2 days here. And like I said, what we save on camping, we can head across and fill these tummies up. Gotta love this caravanning. And isn't that why you brought a caravan? Brought a caravan to go out and adventure at your own free will, pull up and do what you want, and stay in some of the most absolutely beautiful places we've got out there. So we'll show you a bit of Bunbury, and then we'll head on to our next free camp, which is a couple of days' time. Gotta love this free camping, don't you? Well, I certainly do. By the way, there's 24-hour restrooms across the road here. Flush and toilets again, saves your own compost or chemical toilet. Even cold showers if you need them. Well, here we are. We've left Bunbury and we headed up to Pinjara to have a look around, see what's going on. About 15 minutes out of town is a place called Pinjara. Now, this is another site that I found out through the Tourist Information Centre. How good is this here? It's a free camp right by the railway line and by a main road. But the road, they say, quietens down at night. But this place here is as flat as a tack. Plenty of shade, as I'll show you around the joint. And I tell you what, she's as good as any place to go in and check the town out. They say it's 24 hours, but I reckon you can probably get 48 hours out of this. And this is what's so great about this free-spirited camping, or this free camping. You think about it, in this episode 2, you've actually followed us for the last 4 nights and we haven't paid for a camp. Hey, we're not being sneaky about it, but we haven't paid for a camp. We're staying around and we're helping the local economy out. You've got to love this. I got no need for a pool. We've got no need for a shower and a toilet. We have our own on board. That's why I keep saying you buy a caravan so you can get out there and adventure. You don't buy a caravan to lock yourself in with another 100 to 400 caravans. But look at this side here, eh? And by the look of it, just down there, probably no more than 100 metres, is a hotel. So if you like a bit of a beer, or you want to feed, it's just a hop, skip and a jump, and there you are. How bloody good is that? So I just need to tell you that, our night in Pinjara here, Western Australia, was absolutely fantastic. No noise. Traffic closed down about 8 o'clock at night. Great thing about this place, there was a coffee van pulled up, probably 100 metres just down the road. So on top of having a free camp put on by Pinjara, they also supply a coffee shop. How good is that? Well, we're heading up to Rockingham now and catch up with a couple of mates, and then we're booked in tomorrow to a caravan park for 8 days. I was going to just go out of town a bit. There's another council free camp. But who knows? They do ask for a donation, and why would you not? You can do that by a QR code, so it's over your phone, so it doesn't matter if you don't have cash. This little town doesn't have much, but there's a bottle shop and there's an IGA. I also found a pool. And there's plenty of run around ground for your pups on the AFL oval. There's a playground for the children and there's a skate park. 48 hours is what you get here, and that's plenty of time to get around some places. And this is what I mean by these free camps. There's plenty out there, purpose built as well. You can't believe it until you see it. You do it right when you're travelling around and hitting these free camps. You're going to have the time of your life and you're going to have no problems. So for the last 4 days or 5 days, our accommodation outgoings have been zippo. We've probably outspent what our accommodation would have been in eating out, having our lunches, having breakfasts, etc. But you're living off the grid, and that's what's great about it. Keep saying, we purchase a caravan, well, the majority of us purchase a caravan to get out there. This episode here, you seem to have been staying close to the coast because we're sort of hovering around, getting ready to pull into Perth for the Christmas period. But once Christmas is over, We're heading out there where it's isolated again. Heading out there where the wilderness is and we can be one with nature. Thanks for following episode 2. You have a great time, and remember, if you're not travelling, why not?